So you are a cheap ass. How do I know that? Well, that's because you clicked on this video.
You look so dumb right now.
In today's video, I'm going over the top 5 cheapest ARs I could find online. I've heard of most of these, and they're actually not terrible, but we're gonna break it down from 5 all the way up to the cheapest, number 1. And just a heads up for this video, I'm not gonna be saying any prices, because that's a big no-no here in YouTube land. But what I do have to say is go check the video description, obviously like and subscribe, and you'll find a link to what you need down there. With that being said, let's get into this, you cheap asses. Coming in at number 5, so the most expensive here, the Ruger AR-556. Nice thing about this is you do get the Ruger name brand. I got a couple back here, but they're like a 22 pistol and like a bolt action. So as far as an AR, I don't know, I'd still trust them. But that being said, I think you're paying for the brand here, the Ruger name. So that's why it comes in at the little higher end of our cheap list and why it's number 5. But to each its own, if you want a functioning 556 AR with a reputable brand name like Ruger, well then, there you go. I asked ChatGPT what's like the pros for this AR, and it told me it's a built and trusted brand. Got it. Key features are cold hammer forged barrel. Pretty nice. And Ruger's known for their reliability and customer support. All my interactions with Ruger have been great, so I would agree with that. And they say it's a slightly more expensive, but still very budget-conscious rifle. All right, moving to number 4 on my list, and honestly one of my personal favorites, because I do have 1 or 2 behind me here, Radical Firearms. So this AR back here, it's been modified a lot. It's a Radical Firearms lower, and I actually bought a 10.5 inch pistol, ran about 1,000 rounds through it flawless, even put like a binary trigger in there and it worked just fine. But then over the years I've added, you know, different furniture and I swapped, that's actually a PSA upper on there now. But anyway, Radical Firearms, they have been very good to me. It was my first quote unquote pistol SBR type combo I got. No issues whatsoever. That thing just ran. So that being said, coming in at the price point, and I did pay around the price point that I saw online. Stupid cheap for the value you get. Asking ChatGPT what's the pros here? Built in Texas, which they sure are. Shout out to my homies in Texas. Key features, they offer a full lineup with a bunch of different colors and calibers, and you're gonna see that. Again, check the video description. You'll find what you're looking for down there. But they have 300 blackout, 5.56, even 7.62, and these are all very budget-friendly, conscious ARs. So, pretty nice that they have different calibers. Forged receivers, nitride barrels, and overall ChatGPT says solid value for what you get. However though, I did scour Reddit here and I did find some QC as well as gas tuning issues or being inconsistent with some of them. But just like any other company, you know their customer support's gonna be great, or at least I hope so. So if you do have that issue, they're gonna get you taken care of. Honestly, for me, if I did have an issue, I would just drive over there because they're like 2 hours from me. But again, they'll get you squared away. For the example I have here, picture, this is just their 16 inch 5.56 AR. Very default, all black, but they do have like OD green, FDE furniture, some different stock variations. So just keep an eye out. You'll probably find a combination you like. And again, very reliable. All right, moving on to number 3 on our list, getting cheaper and cheaper. We have none other than PSA, Palmetto State Armory. You either hate them or you love them. Now, full disclosure, I do work with PSA as far as affiliate, and they do send products out for me to feature on the channel. But that being said, I have bought plenty of PSA products on my own. So I have both the consumer perspective and also my, you know, business relationship with them as well. But overall, when we're talking about cheap ARs, I feel like there's no other better place to go than just directly to PSA. This is where it's pretty fun too, because our first couple companies on the list, they have, you know, like 1 or like 3 different rifles you can choose from, or like different color variants. But for PSA, with the price range we're talking, they have like 20 to 50 different options. And then they're always doing like daily deals or like weekly specials, or, you know, like Labor Day sale and that kind of stuff. So you can always find whatever you're looking for the cheap. So just to give you some examples here, the first one here I'll put on screen is a FDE M4 5.56 16-inch AR, kind of like this one, but just in the FDE color. Another option is actually this one here, minus the suppressor and minus the carry handle I added, but it comes in all black and it's, you know, just a very retro default looking AR-15. I think it looks cool though. Then if you want, you can get some more modern ARs for still the cheap here, like the 16-inch M4 carbine. It's got MOE, I think it's like Magpul furniture on it. And this one here is in the ODG or OD green. And then another one, probably the most modern one that I'd recommend is the PSA 16-inch mid-length 5.56 with a 13-inch lightweight hex M-lock rail and MOE furniture with the stealth rifle FDE. Again, dude, these naming conventions are terrible. But for the price you're paying, I don't care. They can name it whatever they want. But this would be the most modern one from PSA that they offer for a budget friendly, and I would probably recommend this one to anyone who's actually really considering a rifle that they want to utilize and like grow into, because it has the modern M-lock. It's got the rail up top to mount your optic. It does not have the fixed front sight posts, which will allow you to swap handguards in the future if you want, or even barrels or whatever else you want to do. So it's just a little more versatile than the other ones. But that being said, I'm a wacko. That's why I have this one, as well as I'll put on screen the other one, which for the, kind of similar price range, you can get a 20-inch carry handle 5.56 AR-15, which actually is very similar to this guy that I have here. This is actually the Aero Precision version of it, but you get the cool fixed stock 20-inch barrel, and overall, man, it just looks cool. Whenever I take this to the range, everyone is always drawn to this. Dude, it's a vibe. So overall, what does ChatGPT say for the positives on our number 3 pick at PSA? They say on our list, it's the best value to performance you can get, full in-house production, manufactured in South Carolina, and they offer a very wide range of varieties for AR-15s, which we just covered as well. So I'm in agreement with all of that here. For the downside, they said that QC is generally good, but does vary between product lines. And if you go on Reddit, that's the big, area for PSA is their QC. I've had one product that I purchased on my own from PSA that did have some reliability issues. Sent it back to them. They resolved it in a timely manner. And for this, I did try to keep it like anonymous because I didn't want them to, draw attention that it's me and, get it done better. I get special treatment. But overall, I think I sent it to them, and in about like 3 weeks, I had it back and it was fixed. So overall, good customer experience there. But anyway, wrapping things up here, PSA, I like them. Let me know in the comments what you think of PSA. They're always coming out with new stuff, and I feel like they're truly the, in the gun industry, like the people's champ of gun manufacturers, because they have their own manufacturing and like assembly line, so they can make whatever weird doodads they want, such as the PSA Jackal back here, which is super cool, the AKV, the Crank that we also have. And for those who don't know, every year at SHOT Show, they release a bunch of prototypes, and they have all of us vote on what we want, and then that's what they end up making. So again, I call them the people's champ in the gun industry. But again, let me know down in the comments, what do you think of PSA? Like I said, you either love them or you hate them, but let me know. All right, let's get cheaper. All right, coming in at number 2 is none other than Anderson Manufacturing. Uh-oh, wait a second, Brian. Do they even exist anymore? Well, if you go online, they still do have products, but recently Anderson Manufacturing has been sold to none other than number 5 on our list, Ruger. A cheap company buys another cheap company. I wonder what they're gonna make. So that being said though, I myself have a couple Anderson Manufacturing lowers. You can get them dirt cheap and build an AR. That's actually what I built my first AR on ever. But they also offer full complete rifles. And like I said, I'm still finding them online. So I don't know if Ruger's just gonna keep that name on them until they're sold out, then swap names or what. But either way, grab one if you want now before they are gone. Because as pointed out here, these guys come in at number 2 on our list on the cheap scale. I asked ChatGPT, what are they known for? The number 1 thing it says known for poverty pony stripped lowers. And my God, ChatGPT, you are right. The reason it's poverty pony is because their logo is a horse and the horse is on the lower receiver, and they're super cheap. So poverty pony is a good nickname. They're also known for mil-spec components, and no frills, just works. Going back to mil-spec components, it doesn't say good or bad, it just says mil-spec components. So AKA, they just make stuff that I guess maybe doesn't work. But either way, they've been around a long time, but maybe their business plan wasn't too sound since they did just get sold. But for my cheap asses out there watching this video, go snag one of these up if you are looking to grab one. As shown on screen here, they do just look like pretty decent default ARs. I mean, This one here even has like M-lock on the sides and stuff. It's got just a standard M4 buttstock. But again, you're getting the no frills, just, you know, a default AR. So not a bad choice. All right, wrapping things up here and coming to number 1 on our list. And before I say it, again, make sure and check that video description. You're gonna find links to everything that we talked about in this video or you might need, as well as make sure and like and subscribe while you're down there. Always appreciate that. But getting to number 1 on our list, and I'm gonna be honest, I did not know this company until a couple days ago when I started researching this whole topic, and that is ATI, American Tactical Imports. Congratulations, ATI, you have won the cheap list with our number 1 spot today. As seen on screen here, I'll put a picture of just the ATI Alpha Max 5.56 16-inch in black. And boy, oh boy, yeah, these things are cheap. You cannot build a gun cheaper than this one. I might actually pick one of these up to test its reliability or just, you know, burn it down, see what happens. But, you know, to each its own, we gotta thank them for taking the number 1 spot here today. If you're looking for the cheapest AR, ATI is gonna be your go-to. Asking ChatGPT what are their key features or what are they known for, they say they're Omni Hybrid Max AR-15. It has a polymer upper and lower combo. Polymer upper? Oh, I did not know this. So is this thing like 3D printed or what? I'm looking at a picture of it here. Wow, okay, well that's how they do it cheap, if it is a polymer upper instead of a, you know, metal one. Pro number 2 from ChatGPT, ultra lightweight, going back to, yeah, I think the whole upper is plastic. And positive number 3, it says decent for a casual range use. AKA, do not take this thing to war. If it's plastic, it might actually break. Oh, and the cons from ChatGPT, not built for abuse or high round count. Oh God, I don't even know if it's worth like wasting your money on it at this point. But from the title of this video, they did win the cheapest scale. But please guys, take into consideration the cheapness versus the, you know, reliability, actual functionality. But then again, who am I to say anything? I'm just a Yahoo on the internet. Buy what you want. Let me know if you can buy one and break it in the first 50 rounds. So there you have it guys. Hopefully this video was helpful for you cheap asses out there. Let me know from this list, which one would you pick, or which one are you gonna pick? Maybe this has inspired you to pull your wallet out and buy a new, nice, cheap AR. Anyway, let me know down in the comments, and as a reminder, check that video description. You don't want to miss it there.